The Aggies, they're looking to turn some on-field momentum into recruiting gold, sitting with the number 9 class in America, Mike Elko once more, and the 38-23 victory over LSU should open the doors for some fireworks. So we had some big-time targets on campus. Javian Hilson, CJ Wiley, 2 recruits with one thing in common. Neither of them are committed to FSU anymore. What did you hear coming out of this visit on these 2 studs?
Well, I think ultimately they both could be committed to Texas A&M by December 4th. The early signing period, 3-day early signing period, is fast approaching. We're just a little over a month away, and Texas A&M, it's new mentioning that program with these blue chippers, but they're right there near the top for each of them. Both visited back in the spring, both inside Kyle Field for the Aggies' dominant second-half performance and big win over LSU. They're the only undefeated team in the SEC right now in SEC play. And the way Mike Elko and his coaching staff have them humming in year 1 of this regime is resonating with recruits. This is a program that's playing well on the field. The guys in the locker room are having a great experience. And we know Texas A&M has the resources and infrastructure to go toe-to-toe on the trail in all arenas. Javian Hilson, he's a Texas lean according to the On3 RPM, including my prediction. But I'm keeping a close eye on the Aggies moving forward, and I'm expecting him back in College Station for the Texas A&M Texas game later in the fall. CJ Wiley, former Florida State commit, opens up his recruitment following this visit to Texas A&M. I think the Aggies are trending right now, but you have Georgia, LSU, and Colorado also in the mix for CJ Wiley moving forward. But Holman Wiggins, his track record of developing wide receivers at Alabama. His dad mentioned Devontae Smith winning the Heisman Trophy, the other first-round picks to come out of there. A&M strength coach, Coach Moffitt, is kind of a legend in the industry. He worked at LSU for a long time, won 3 national titles. His dad, CJ Wiley's dad, played at LSU, would go back and train at LSU in the offseason of his NFL career. So Coach Moffitt, his reputation holds strong in the Wiley household for what he does from a strength and conditioning standpoint. And then receivers, a big position of need for the Aggies down the stretch here in 2025. And so CJ Wiley's at the top of the board here for the stretch run. I could see both being at Texas A&M when all said and done. The Aggies skyrocketed to number 4 in the On3 rankings in 2026, landing 3 commitments over the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if they're ultimately in the top 5 in 2025, Josh, with Wiley and Hilson still on the board. Are they going to flip Lamont Rogers from Missouri, a top 100 offensive line recruit from in-state? And they're cooking on a couple more potential flip targets over this next 40 days or so.
Pretty incredible run here by Texas A&M. Now, when Javian Hilson opened up his recruitment, I've always kind of felt like it was there for the taking. CJ Wiley, not as much, but you hit on something with the strength and conditioning relationship. I once had a parent tell me, he said he was a former NFL player, and he said, Josh, the most important relationships a recruit could have are his position coach and the strength coach, because those are the 2 people that he's going to see every single day. So the connection there to the father, going back to the time at LSU, it all makes sense. Now, what about Georgia for CJ Wiley? Are they still a major factor?
Yeah, I mean, they've pushed as hard as anybody, even when he was committed to Florida State. So certainly Georgia, Colorado is taking a late swing for CJ Wiley, and then LSU, his dad's alma mater. And look, CJ Wiley, when he committed to Florida State, it came as a bit of a surprise to most in the industry. So could it be another surprise down the stretch? But something tells me the Aggies have momentum. And talking to a source around Milton, they agree. Milton High, where he plays his high school football.
Absolutely, and at key positions of need for the Aggies as well, along with Lamont Rogers. So it could be a very explosive month of December. Let's talk about it, Texas A&M fans. Let us know. Comment section below. How are you feeling about Javian Hilson? What about CJ Wiley? And is a flip coming with Lamont Rogers? Let us know. Comment section below.